Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected Onward. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1, but you can just call me Richard.
And my name is Craig Stew, and I'm Dunce number 2.
And I'm the third one. And boys, when it comes to this podcast, I can barely tell if we're working hard or if it's hardly working.
It's like the thing that the man says in the movie.
Oh, that guy. I know what he's talking about.
I wish I did. It's a common phrase that people use.
Wait. But this means that we've all seen Disney Pixar's Onward.
This was the worst transition of anything ever.
What do you mean? How do you want to fucking introduce the movie, Craig?
Hey, Craig, would you say that we were working hard at that transition, or would you say that transition was hardly working?
I think that transition was hardly working. And we're back on track.
Hey, got us
Thank
there.
you so much after taking us off the tracks.
I think it was all in his plan. He had it.
I wrote it down right here. It says, introduce hardly working, have Craig roll the trolley off-road, and then bring it on back with hardly working again. It's all cyclical.
Perfect.
Those are the only notes I wrote down, so Richard, you're going to have to kind of carry us the rest of the way there. That's all I got.
Luckily, I have about 20 pages of notes, but each page has only 3 sentences on them.
Okay, this movie's not that long. I don't know how you got that many notes.
Because I'm just writing 3 sentences on a page, because it's a dark movie theater, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't think I'm filling up pages, and I'm I hope I don't write over my stuff.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
You gotta get a PDA.
But yeah, my theater was completely barren.
Should've just took notes on your phone then.
I mean, I should have. I was in the back anyway.
Yeah.
My theater was pretty empty, too.
Mine had more... Well, mine had people in it. This is probably the least amount of people I've had in a theater with me. Was also the most people... It was loud. People kept talking through the movie. It's the worst.
Oh,
it's awful.
No.
Yeah, right?
I had a surprising experience.
What do you mean by surprising?
So you guys know I went to go see this right after class. I happened to have an 8:45 show. I went right, I got out of class 8:20, went right to the theater. And
for those of you who don't know, Craig is currently, he has a Billy Madison situation where he has to go back through all of the school.
Yes.
So that he can get his family's fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where are you right now? 5th grade? Not mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of 5th grade ends at 8:20?
Well, he can't exactly go there while the kids are there. That would be weird and gross.
Yeah, I'm in this situation, but I'm in a more reasonable version.
Yeah, it's not the movies, Richard.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes I think I'm in
You can't just have this old drunk with a bunch of kids.
So I go to my theater. I get myself a nice tub of popcorn and my drink, and I go in, and I'm ready to sit down all the way on the right side, away from everybody else, and I see 2 people, and they're waving at me, and I'm like, what the heck? And I look.
This is the surprise.
And I look, and it's 2 of my friends from the comic store, my friends Ryan and Alyssa, and they're all happy. They're having their little date night, and I'm like, hey, look who it is. So I go over there, and they're like, Craig, sit with us, and I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm gonna go. I'll go sit alone. And they're like, no, come on. So I ended up sitting with my friends.
3-person date.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very nice people.
Did you all take turns kissing?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Did you at least share the popcorn?
I offered, but he said no. You went through coronavirus. Nobody wants to share anything. Come on.
Dude,
what? You're all sitting next to each other. Guess what? You already gave it to each other. The popcorn's not going to make a difference.
You never know.
I do.
had people... I had theater goers just coming in, wiping down the seats.
Good.
They were worried. They were bragging, actually.
Bragging about wiping it down? Good. Hey, guys, look how sanitary we are. That should be exactly how it goes.
And there was someone like a few rows back that were all like, oh, I'm an EMT or whatever, and you have no idea how many of wipes I've been going through these days. And it's like,
I heard
how are these people just talking to each other?
I heard it doesn't even make a difference because it's a viral thing and it's not bacterial or whatever, so it doesn't like the wipes and the sanitizer, it doesn't even kill it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe wipes do, but I heard the hand sanitizer, I hear it doesn't even work on this type of infection. Because it's viral, not bacterial. That's what somebody told me.
I'll believe the hand sanitizer. I don't know about the wipes.
I don't know any of this. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, well, then you're on the right podcast, Craig.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know what you added by telling us this.
Nothing apparently.
You might be wasting your time, people, so I guess don't bother. But also, I don't know.
Costco, was anybody wiping down seats at your movie?
I don't think so. I wasn't paying that much attention to people, other than when they refuse to shut up. It's a movie theater. I get it. There's not as many of us in here as there usually are, but you don't be animals. Come on.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
So let's jump right in, right?
I think so. I think we got all the fluff out of the way.
Into that Disney.
Pretty much.
How about, jump right into that short?
Aside from one thing, I want to talk about the trailers real quick.
Oh, yeah!
Artemis Fowl.
Oh,
Are you guys up for seeing that?
No, it looks not good.
No!
It looks boring.
I mean, if you're going to cover that one. Speaking of which, I believe somebody has to PayPal me for this past film viewing.
Yeah.
The man spent over $30. You gotta.
I'm paying for your popcorn too. Don't worry.
It works for me.
Are you sure you didn't share the popcorn?
I did not share the popcorn.
Okay, I'm covering all of it then.
This is good quality content for the podcast, not something that should have been discussed either before or after.
This could be taken
I tell you what.
I'm thankful that you gave me your ticket price while you were still in the theater.
I gave you mine before I even got there.
Oh, shit. See, he's on the ball, Craig.
See, if I had done that, it would have been $3 extra, so you're welcome.
I didn't order online. I looked up the price and then went. If I ordered online, it would have been an additional few monies. I'm like, I'm not doing
it was going to be another $3 for the.
Yeah, I'm not doing that to Richard.
Wait, there's an additional fee?
It's called.
Yeah, when you do it online, hell yeah.
It's a convenience charge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The thing is, like with this, well, I got my ticket and then I realized I did the wrong theater. So then I had to request a refund, and I was like, why didn't I get the full money? And I was like, oh, it's probably that convenience fee or whatever.
Convenience
and
fee,
I didn't know convenience fee was only for the app. I thought it was like everyone gets a convenience fee, even if you're paying cash at the window.
No, that would make no sense at all.
You don't pay the convenience fee at the window because it's not as convenient.
No. Yeah, it's inconvenient to
go there.
Tell them what movie you want to see.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's BS. That's why I don't do it. I look at what seats are available before I leave and go, okay, this theater looks nice. Let me just go there. It's not like it's gonna fill up in the next 5 minutes, and I avoid the charge.
I have the card for specifically for AMC. Well, I don't have the card. Steve has the card, and I have his account information on my app. So I get the convenience fee waived with that. It's like a paid account. I mean, I wouldn't pay for it.
Silly,
but, but he does, so okay. I'm taking advantage. Thanks, Steve.
Well, I'll still probably be getting my convenience charges because I'm not switching my habits. I don't want to talk to people.
Yes, it's really hard to say.
You should just get sign up for a card.
8:15 showing of Onward. I will take that seat. Thank you. Bye.
Do you say like what seat?
Dude,
to the
you
person,
don't even
say,
need to. Don't
Q7?
These theaters have like
the
automated things now where you can just walk in and press a bunch of things and pick your seat and pay without even talking to someone. At least the ones that I've been to, the newer ones, it's all like self-checkout.
Yeah, I mean mine isn't.
They have a person behind the counter too because they have to have somebody. just in case, because somebody has a problem or prefers it or whatever. But
In case someone brings in a gun, I get it.
yeah.
Yeah, put them down.
Well, okay, fine. Well, we got a play date with Destiny, guys.
I'm not a big fan of Destiny.
Fuck you.
It's all this game as service nonsense. It's not for me.
Whatever. Dude, The Simpsons short. That's the
Oh
name of the
yeah, I
Simpsons
hated
short.
that.
It was,
What? You hated it?
It was
Yeah.
kind of boring, but I'm not.
Yeah, it was super
I never
boring.
really watched The Simpsons, so.
They have these like nice Pixar shorts that are usually really well done and wonderful and fantastic, and
Like-
then they just show me The Simpsons, an episode of The Simpsons that they couldn't bother to get the voice actors for, is what they showed me instead.
Exactly.
Wait, no one spoke a thing in the thing?
I don't think so. I mean, Marge might have went, "Hah!" But that's probably it.
What was the Pixar short with the Asian lady and the
Bowel or something like that.
And
It's
it was-
whatever that food is called, but the steam bun. But
the steam
in
bun?
Chinese.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
Whoa, save that
one's
for
fantastic.
the Pixar short episode, Craig.
We should do that. That sounds like a great episode.
Yeah, because I haven't seen this, so I don't
Oh,
know what you're
man.
talking about. And this sounds like content.
I mean, not. He literally said it was the Pixar bun one. It was great.
Yeah, that's all he said.
And I will say,
Hey, I-
Paper Man is one of
I
my
had
personal
to stop
favorites.
him before he went all in. I know how Craig does. Once you get him going, he won't stop.
That's true. He did spend 20 minutes talking about the convenience fee from the movie theater.
And his friends.
And his
It
friends.
was the big surprise at his
The
theater.
big so-
It
Hey, guys,
was funny.
there was people there. They knew me. It
Yeah,
was hilarious.
There was 4 people in the theater,
This is how I felt about it.
and it was at 9:00.
Yeah, it had me rolling on the laughing floor.
Okay. But yeah, the Simpsons short pretty much just...
God forbid I give my friends a nice little shout out.
Are they going to listen to this?
Probably not. But
Yeah,
But-
great.
damn it.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.
But yeah, I thought it was cute. You know, Maggie falls in love, and I don't know, it's just a little romance.
Yeah, because
story.
you haven't seen the good Pixar shorts, apparently. Instead, I was sitting there thinking, boy, I'm very much missing out, huh?
God, like I was just thinking, because I heard about this before, and I was all like, well, I better not tell them about it because I want this to be a surprise.
The best part was when it ended, and I don't mean that like as a sarcastic dickhead joke, but it was because they did the Gracie Films thing, but Mickey was in the audience. That was cute.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Now, I don't. As someone who does not watch The Simpsons, does Maggie often take out her binky?
It happens occasionally, kind of rare.
Because it happened all the time in this, and I was a little thrown off because I don't think I've ever seen her without the binky, and she just looks like Lisa. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. That's why I was a little thrown off.
Oh man, just wait till you see her in those future episodes.
And also the fact that they got rid of her bow for most of it too.
Yeah, that was just Lisa, little Lisa Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's move on, and let me take you to a place long, long ago where there was magic and wonder and excitement.
Okay, I'm here. It's nice here. We should just hang out here for a little bit.
Fine, we can hang out here for like 2 seconds where we talk about Dungeons and Dragons and Fantasyland, because that's pretty much what it's setting us up for. It's just a land full of fantasy and magic, and then turns out they decide that the fantasy people are going to be like real people and have electricity and other nonsense and modern conveniences.
I will say this does make sense.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It does.
It's not like a handful of people can use magic, and they need to do a lot of work to master it. Or you can just kind of plug this thing into the wall and it works for everyone. So I get the setting. Like I'm like, you know what? Fair enough.
Oh,
Kudos.
For some reason I didn't think of that, but that's just like how with the real world and alchemy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, some people can do
Well,
it, but...
hold on.
What?
What are you talking about?
No, that's it.
Is this like the witchcraft thing where he was talking about when the witches were real
this
too?
part's like actual. This was actually real.
Alchemy?
Yeah, dude, like in the olden
Yeah.
days, you can
Yeah.
take your gold and you can turn it into like copper or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I'm not an
Well,
alchemist.
transmute it, Richard, please.
Yeah, transmute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that they made alchemy just for, like, fantasy shit, Craig?
Yeah, Craig's all like, I've seen Full Metal Alchemist. That shit's not real. Come on, Craig.
Yeah, dude. Alchemy
Craig.
was a real thing.
It was a real
Go
fake
pick up a
thing.
textbook sometime.
It's a fake science.
It's a real thing.
No, it's not, dude.
Craig, come on. Look, guys, we
Dude.
can't sit here and talk about alchemy for the next 3 hours. I mean, we can.
Yeah, dude. It's just that they found better ways to do shit, so alchemy just fell to the wayside.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to draw all these circles and put all these electric rods in this cow's butt. I can just put it through this food processor and he's done.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
well, not exactly, but
No, yeah,
you know,
that's it.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
has nothing to do with cows, but still,
Well,
elements.
you're telling me no one tried to transmute a cow. Come on, buddy.
I mean, maybe people tried and
Yeah.
failed.
Well, I'm sure someone figured it out. It's hard to do. That's why it wasn't as common as, say, turning lead into gold.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. Like, we found better ways to do things, and then the old ways just stayed in the past, and that's
when you
what
try to
happened
bring
in
it
this
up,
movie.
people ridicule you. Like, oh, that's all made up fantasy garbage. Like Craig.
Yeah.
It is all made up fantasy garbage.
Dude, you are exactly like the people in this movie who don't even think that magic exists and say, oh, that Dungeons and Dragons game? Yeah, that's all fake.
Again,
But no.
Did you watch the movie? They were very
Yes.
aware that magic existed.
No, they weren't,
Yes,
dude.
they were.
They kept... Dude, it was only the one guy who kept saying how magic was real, and no one else believed him.
What? No!
Well, I will say
Yes.
I will make the argument that it wasn't people saying magic. Like Craig acknowledged alchemy was a thing.
Alchemy was
He
a
didn't
thing. That's a real,
Yeah,
like I
okay,
said,
that's,
a
that's
real
what I'm saying.
thing.
That no one was saying magic didn't exist. It's
No,
just,
Craig just said real fake
No.
thing.
It was a
Yeah,
real
no,
thing that people
yeah.
tried to do that doesn't
exactly.
work.
I'm sure. Wait, but this is the thing. That's why I'm sure that is their take on this too. Like, sure, magic was a thing that doesn't work. Now hand me my toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig.
Well, I think we're on the same page now.
yeah,
I
we're
hope.
all good here. It's not you were taking it to extremes, but it's not. It's just like we're good now. We're good. We laid out
Yeah.
this setting perfectly. Thank you, guys. The Dunce players, everyone, give them a big round of applause.
We finally did it. Bravo.
Bravo.
Okay. So let's go into the types of characters we have. We have Tom Holland, who's like an elf boy. We have centaurs in this world too.
We have
Cyclopses,
Tom
I
Holland
guess.
playing Tom Holland.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I love you, Tom, but come on, be like you're an elf. Be a little different, maybe.
Yeah, like
you
he's
do a
just
funny
some,
voice. That'd be cool.
yeah, like he's just some teenage nerd boy that doesn't fit in. It's
yeah,
like
thanks, Tom.
That's the typecast for Tom Holland now.
I know it's sad. You pigeonholed him.
Except
poor boy.
he's gorgeous, so it doesn't
Well,
make any
yeah,
sense.
it's hard. It's rough. I don't know
The
how
elf
he
or
ended
Tom
up
Holland?
there.
Tom
Both?
Holland.
wait, you just said both?
I said Tom Holland. Kalaska said both.
He is that elf boy is not gorgeous.
Well, I mean, let's look at the other elves in this movie, and let's kind of compare them.
Okay, we have his mother.
A total babe, 10 out of 10. At least I was thinking 10 out of 10. Would like to get a shot with her. Saw her current boyfriend and said, I don't have a chance. Guy's hung like a horse.
And he's a centaur. Like Chris Pratt, he's the other elf man.
Yeah.
And what, are you going to say he's gorgeous too?
No. Obviously, he's more gorgeous than his elf brother. That's why he's the gorgeous one.
Chris Pratt is though.
Oh, well, yes, in real life. Are we talking real life here,
I was
Craig? Are
talking
we
about Chris. Originally, Tom Holland. I'm saying you're pigeonholing him into the awkward teenager role,
Yeah.
but he's
I thought
gorgeous
you
and it
guys
doesn't
were-
make
Dude's like,
sense.
dude's like 35. Let him grow up.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out how sexually attractive all of these elves are, Craig.
Yeah, Craig. That's what we're on now. It's get out of reality. Get back into fantasy. That's the point of this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have been taking notes.
Maybe I should have.
Craig, what is the most attractive race in this movie?
I like the. I don't. What a rate! The Cyclops, elves, and centaurs.
He had a manticore and centaurs.
Who?
Manticore?
Well, I don't think that's a race. I think it's just the manticore.
I mean, are you saying she's not her own race?
think she is, but she goes by the Manticore, meaning she's probably
I understand
the
she's
only one.
the Manticore. It's still a race, Craig.
Okay, so there's 4.
There might be one of them, but still they're a person. They're peoples.
Yeah. But, okay. I think I figured out. Wait, did Craig give us an answer?
No, he was trying to argue whether or not a Manticore could be considered a race of people.
We'll just say the mom.
Yo, that
Fine,
mom's
the elves.
Yeah, something. Oof.
Okay. Well, okay, let's figure out what I actually wrote down in my notebook.
Oh, that's the hardest part of this. It's trying to figure out what you wrote. It's in the dark.
Yeah, because and I don't transcribe things to the computer. I don't look at this like notebook beforehand. I just
your phone could probably do it. Like take a picture of it and just like do it for you. Like there's a program, I'm sure, that'll turn handwriting into actual, typed face.
Well, handwriting from the dark movie theater.
I mean, don't do it while you're in the movie theater. You take it home first. Obviously, people will see your flash and get really upset with you.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, my handwriting's kind of sloppy in the dark.
Okay, it'll do its best. Come on, don't knock it till you tried it. Give him a shot.
What's Tom Holland's name in the movie?
Tommy Jr.
Craig?
Oh, I don't remember.
Guys, we saw this on like release day, and it's no longer that day.
Yeah.
Was it Nick?
No.
Sure.
It was not
I think-
Nick.
Oh, shit, wait. It was Littlefoot.
No, they were all Lightfoot. That was their family
Lightfoot,
name.
Lightfoot was their name.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
think of their names. The older boy was
It's like
Sid.
Balto.
Dan.
No, the older one was like Balti or
Ian.
something.
Ian
Yes.
Lightfoot.
Okay, what's the brother?
Barley.
Barley.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Now we have all of our characters, pretty much.
The only ones, the other ones don't really need to be named, other than the Manticore.
Mom and the Manticore. That's it.
Hell yeah.
And you have mom's boyfriend. But
The Centaur.
Ooh, the centaur.
But yeah, so apparently the family dad is dead. He died somehow. He got sick, I guess.
We're lucky there's a family dad.
What?
Well, at least we would have been lucky, but he died.
Yeah, he died early on. I don't think that the one kid was even born yet.
You are correct.
Yeah, and the other one just barely.
How
remembers
does that work, Pixar? Huh?
How does what work?
Is
His dad got sick while his mom was pregnant. That's how it works.
Shh, Craig, come on, we have to drum up some controversy because this film did nothing to drum it up itself.
So was the dad actually the kid's father?
Tell us, Pixar. Tell us.
Yes.
Yeah, because
He got sick while she was pregnant. That's it.
wait, while pregnant or before pregnant?
Craig.
While she was pregnant.
during the act of making her pregnant, he felt ill.
I mean, maybe. It could have been right before. I don't know. Maybe she felt like this is going to be the last hurrah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. So that's why you
Craig,
kind of figure, you know.
Like, Craig, if you had a sick wife, would you say, hey, let's have one last hurrah?
One last
and
hurrah!
she's like, no, thank you. But Craig says one last hurrah anyway.
Oh, no. Craig, you should listen to your sick wife and what she says.
Yeah, if she wants to have one last hurrah, we're having one last hurrah.
No, she said
What
she
if she
didn't want
doesn't?
one last hurrah.
What?
She's saying she doesn't want one last hurrah.
Then that's it. It's over.
That's not what Richard
No.
said.
No, even if she says no, Craig just hears yes.
I'm not that horrible.
Well, too bad we're married. Oh, Craig. What's it matter to you? You'll be dead. Craig, this is all terrible.
What are you talking about?
Treat your sick wife with a little more respect, please.
I'm done.
Okay, let's continue on. So yeah, Tom Holland's a nerd boy. Chris Pratt, he's the older brother that's apparently a screw up and is obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons.
He's obsessed with history.
Or a Dungeons and Dragons-esque game.
What's it called?
I don't know. But basically Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, I'm gonna call it Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not gonna call it a Dungeons and Dragons
Dungeons and Dragons.
for the rest of the show.
You're gonna upset Gary Gygax. It's not his game.
It's his game,
It's not.
dude.
It doesn't even exist in this world, probably.
What do you mean?
Do you think Gary Gygax exists in the world of Onward?
I don't know.
That would
He
be
wouldn't be
weird.
very original if he did.
He's just a historian at that point, isn't he? That's fun. They should have done that. Maybe the sequel,
Dude.
Onward 2.
Dude, this is like... never mind. I won't bring that up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You don't even know what I was going to bring up.
I know, but I'm so proud of you for not even going to bother.
No, I feel like I have to bother.
No, you don't.
But
We haven't even fully
yes, I
gotten through
do.
the setting yet.
Because their Dungeons and Dragons game is basically like the Shadow games. Like, no one actually believed that these were ancient Egyptian magic cards, but they were. Just like Dungeons and Dragons, no one believed that Dungeons and Dragons was real, but it is. Parallels.
Wow.
Gotta call him
He's
out.
trying to bring anime into our podcast. What a pervert.
I appreciate every Yu-Gi-Oh reference ever.
Even that one?
Yes.
Thank you, Craig. Craig wants the anime filth in here.
I'm just trying to figure out what you said.
Casca's just trying to figure out how we can relate it to Dragon Ball Z.
No, what
Dude,
the hell is
dude.
Dragon Ball Z?
Dude, in Yu-Gi-Oh, no one believed that the Dungeons and what was it called? Dungeon Dice Monsters?
Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Yeah, no one believed that Dungeon Dice Monsters was actually based on ancient Egyptian, like, history, but it was. Just like no one believes that Dungeons and Dragons...
Wait, stop, no. Dungeon Dice Monsters was based on Duel Monsters. which was in turn based on ancient
Craig.
Egyptian.
Craig, why'd you have to correct him? It was funny. We had him on a funny train of thought.
I mean...
I love Duke Devlin. Let's move on.
Also, I don't know how accurate that is. Did they just, like, make other cards? I'd have to imagine they did.
Oh, they definitely did. Because
Yeah,
there's stuff
'cause
like
a lot of
XYZ
this-
Dragon Canon. I don't think that existed.
Thank
in
you.
ancient
A lot of it
Egypt.
seems very questionable, so I don't really blame them for not thinking, yeah, they had these weird superhero guys in ancient Egyptian times. No.
There's like a... I see
That's,
Yu-Gi-Oh
that's, I think
cards.
that's
It's
where
like
the,
they
that's where the
just look
Shadow
like a
Games
plane.
parallel kind of falls apart, Richard, as the Duel Monsters is loosely based on what the games the ancient Egyptians played, while not Dungeons and Dice and Dragons or whatever the hell we're calling this bullshit, I don't even remember anymore, is
Dungeon
completely
Dice Monsters.
historically... Dungeon Dice Monsters is completely historically accurate.
Are we calling
Oh,
them
wait,
one
you're
for the
talking about
movie?
their Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it's now Dungeon Dice Monsters.
We're calling it Dungeon Dice Monsters? Their
Yeah, we're
their
calling
game?
we're calling it DDM.
Okay.
And we're calling it D&D and M.
Let's just get fucking back on track. Because it's Ian's birthday, and we got presents for him, guys. Craig, what'd you get him?
I got him an Entenmann's chocolate cake.
Casca, what'd you get him?
Just a nice handful of myrrh.
I'm sure he'll really enjoy that.
What the hell is myrrh?
Can you actually, like, give me some of your handful? Because I forgot to get a present.
You didn't get a present for him? You want me to share my myrrh?
Yeah, give him half a handful. I'll give
Hold
him
on,
the
I think
other
I got
half.
some frankincense around here if you want to, like... I don't want you... we can split it. All right.
That's
it's
fine.
for both of
Yeah.
us. Boom.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And at least our gifts are going to go really well with what his mother got him.
Wait, what is myrrh?
Because just an oil,
Yeah.
maybe a scent,
Yeah.
one of those, spice,
I don't know.
Yeah.
one of those.
Wish we had a third thing to give him.
Let's have some fur.
Yeah, what are we supposed to get him? Well, I guess the third thing is just going to be that Entenmann's cake. That's
I guess. What do 16-year-old boys like?
I know exactly what they like because his mother got him a present from their dad.
A present from his deceased father? How are we supposed to compete with that?
That's true. Like, it's pretty tough. But the thing is, like, they have a close relationship. We don't.
I mean, I thought I knew him pretty well.
We didn't remember his name. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, that's because I'd always call him Lightfoot.
Littlefoot.
No, that's the dinosaur from the movie.
Dude, they barely even said his fucking name in this movie.
They said it every other line.
They said it plenty.
Yeah.
Well, then why didn't you guys fucking know?
Because we
So
saw
I
it
call him Lightfoot. I
a
told
while
you.
ago.
I'm sorry you didn't
Fine.
know his friends call him by his last name. I know that's a little weird.
It is. But okay. Mom gets him a wizard staff, which also has like a phoenix crystal attached to it. Because phoenix crystals are magic, and there's only like 2 in the world. And they have special powers. And the staff, combined with the Phoenix Crystal, can bring the dead back to life for a day.
I feels like that's like a gross bastardization of what's happening here, but that's okay.
What do you mean?
Well, it's less than a staff plus Phoenix Crystal lets you bring the dead back to life. It's more so when you have a more powerful spell, you have to have something to, like a catalyst to make it actually work. And that catalyst in this case is the Phoenix Crystal because it's so magic potent.
It's also the catalyst for the movie.
Yep.
I thought that was the sickness his father got.
Yep. We don't have specifics about that.
You don't need specifics to know what happened.
Even if he got sick, like, that's not the big point of the movie. Like, the big point is
that he was dead.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have to be sick to get dead.
No, but he was specifically sick and dying because of the being sick.
Tomatoes.
Right.
So, okay, they get the wizard staff, they get the Phoenix Crystal, and Blarney or whatever, he decides that he's going to summon Dad back to life for a day, and he doesn't have the gift.
Okay, this is not... Okay, so they had, along with this, the present from the dad, it was specifically the wizard staff, but also the spell that he made to help bring him back to life for a day.
He didn't make the spell.
Well, he did his research. That's what everyone else didn't do.
Get it right.
Well, I don't know. Can we say he for sure he didn't? He didn't make the spell?
He said he made it so that he would be able to see them for a day.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal, but he didn't make the spell. Who do you think
set
he
it
brought
up
back to life when he made the spell?
Who do you think he brought to life? I don't know, his dad.
Oh.
Test run it.
Maybe.
You know, it's like, hey, Dad, I'm going to be doing this with my kids soon enough. 16 years, give or take.
I think the
How's it feel?
spell. I think the spell is specific to him, though. I don't think the spell is.
It seems like it, yeah. But again, I don't.
Because they just start casting the spell, and it brings him back.
And it brings him.
It's not like they had a body there, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he did make the spell. They're not really super clear on that. But yeah, Richard's saying Blarney said, "Hey, let's bring Dad back." It's like, no, that's not what happened.
He did want to bring Dad back, and he took charge.
Obviously, everyone wanted to bring Dad back.
Yeah, but he's the one who said, "I will be the one to summon him."
Well, the mom certainly wasn't going to do it. She thinks it's all hooey.
Because he's the older brother who knows this shit.
Yeah, he's the expert here.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to be the expert for long when it doesn't work.
Well, no, he's still the expert.
Yeah.
He's just unable to do it.
That's where the plot comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some might say the brother's expertise is the catalyst.
Dude, no, the Phoenix Stone is. The Phoenix Gem. Whatever you want to call it.
And their father's death.
Yeah, both of those combined.
And the inability to cast the spell despite his expertise.
Yeah. But then later on, Ian, he decides to try, and it works. Well, sort of. Like
halfway
the room
works.
goes halfway works. Room goes chaotic, and apparently the Phoenix Crystal was like drained of its power after all of these years.
Yeah, problem was when the dad tested it on his dad, turns out his dad was only half the size. So when you want to get a taller man, you have to have 2 Phoenix Crystals.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I get it, though. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, so Tom Holland takes the wizard staff. He's able to summon, like, the bottom half of the dad. So he's just a bunch of legs. Probably...
like 5 of them. It's weird.
And Mom was just like, that's all I need. But
You wish. I was thinking this whole time. Like, your dad's come back for 24 hours. You managed to get his bottoms. What do? Well, it'd be nice if you left him with Mom so they could have an intimate moment. But no, let's just drag him around in our truck. Not like he can really do anything or hear anything or know what's happening. But sure.
Well, he kind of knows what's happening.
He kind of feels vibrations sometimes.
Yeah, and also, like, the big thing to, like, you know, calm the dad after he was going on a hissy fit or whatever.
Calm the dad?
Yeah, because he was going around, and then Blarney was all like, hey, I used to do this thing with Dad, and then he just tapped on the shoes doing a little song, and then the dad was all like, oh shit, this is my son. I know what's happening now, even though I don't have a head.
But I'm just saying, you can still do all that, and then, hey, we have to go on this epic adventure to bring you back to life, Dad. Have some fun with Mom, as it's just your lower half. We're old enough to understand what this means.
Not the kid.
Yes, the kid's 16! He's 16! He had health class.
He's
sheltered.
A
He's
boy.
not sheltered. He's nervous.
He has no friends.
He's
He stays in his
introverted.
room all
Buddy,
day.
Rich,
buddy,
this sounds exactly
buddy.
like you, and you know
Yeah,
what
I
you're
was gonna
talking
say,
about.
you've been jerking it since like 2. You brag about it all the time. I wish you'd stop.
I mean, I wish I could fight you on this.
You can't.
Like, I had health class. He doesn't.
How do you know he
okay.
doesn't have health class? Why would he not have health class? They have
Dude,
all the modern
think-
amenities. You said it yourself.
They do, but think about this world. Do you know how many different types of junk they have in this
Oh
world?
my god. So that's your big excuse.
Yes.
You really don't think they would have put the kids in their own... Dude, when we have health class, they separate the boys and the women to show them their own special videos. You don't think they do? They don't separate the gnomes, the elves, the centaurs, and everything else? Show them their own special
No.
videos? Come on, why would they not?
Not in school.
Bud,
Like,
come on. Really?
yes.
They do it their own way, dude. They're gonna. It's a
They're gonna
different
do
school.
it.
They gotta.
How ridiculous is this that you think because there's more than 2 sets of genitals, they're just gonna say, "Oh, fuck it, do whatever you want." That's insane.
There's also only gonna be 2 sets anyway, but just different versions of those 2 sets.
Wow, Craig, you're saying a lot here, buddy.
Like, I'm just thinking, do you really think the centaurs and the elves are really going to hook up?
Yeah.
They show that.
It means literally that little example is kind of what we're seeing in this film specifically.
Okay, that was a bad example. What about the pixies and the elves?
Yes.
Like, they're not hooking up.
I bet they are. And also, what does them hooking up have to do with anything?
I don't know. You somehow brought me on this
I
journey.
didn't bring you on this. You wanted to argue that they don't have sexual education for some reason. It's weird.
I don't even know what point I was trying
And
to
also,
prove.
it sounds like the point you're trying to make is that they wouldn't separate them because they'd have to know how each race and does contraceptive, I guess.
What? Okay,
It seems like you're saying for an elf to mingle with a centaur, they have to know how not to get impregnated by each other. So you're making the case for having the same health class, which, again, is fine. Because they have health class in this world. Why wouldn't they?
Greg, back me up here.
No.
Craig, just throw him in the hole.
The only one that might make you that they definitely need probably is the centaur one probably. That has to be, everyone has to be explained that the centaur, they're a bit large.
I bet the pixies are packing heat.
Yeah, so you just got to be aware of who. But I don't see why they would need to separate everybody.
Also, I mean, what do you think? They're not going to look to see what they're dealing with before they stick it in? I don't think they necessarily have to warn each other. I mean, Craig, you might not believe in foreplay, but I swear by it.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay, we have the dad, we have his lower half. They're going to take him on a journey because they need to find a new phoenix crystal. And luckily, Blarney, he knows exactly where to get a phoenix
His
crystal.
name is Barley, by the way. Like barley.
Oh, but Blarney's looking for the stone. It works so well.
What? I don't know what that is.
I don't have time to explain Celtic history to you, Craig. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, Blarney's like, hey, I know where we can get a stone. Well, actually, I don't, but I know who would know. And that's the Manticore. So we're going to go find the Manticore.
Onward to the Manticore's Tavern.
Yeah, that's exactly what he says. They bring Dad along, and they're going to have a journey.
Moving right along.
Moving right along to the Manticore's Tavern, where, you were kind of expecting some danger and stuff like that, but no, it's actually a nice family restaurant, the Manticore's.
It's one of them Chuck E. Cheese's-esque.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, they come on in and they're like, take us to the Manticore! And then they...
Out comes the Manticore.
Hey, kids!
Someone's got a birthday!
I love that so much.
It was good. It's a good movie, guys. I know people aren't thinking much of it, but this is fun. It's a fun one.
That's the thing. Like, I feel that this kind of just came out and no one really talked about it before.
And it's sad, because I enjoyed my time with this one a lot.
Yeah.
I liked
whatever.
it. I thought it was on like the lower end of Pixar, but Pixar's always kind of good, so it's just the lowest of good.
Tell that to the Good Dinosaur.
I never seen it, so
Oof, not worth your time.
One of these days, then.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, the goofy Manticore comes out and they're like, we need the real Manticore. And
Oh, you mean Karen or Sue or whatever the heck her name is? She's in the kitchen. You'll see her.
yeah, she's the owner of the place, and she's just kind of like making sure everyone's well fed, everyone's loving their time there, and things are going well, and that people can sing their songs. They're karaoke.
Karaoke, yes.
Yeah,
But it's okay. She's still willing to help them find this stone.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we need to find the stone. Where do we go? And she's
There you
all
go.
like,
all these placemats are based off of my old quests I used to give people. Enjoy.
yeah, they get a nice placemat, some crayons, but they're like, no, we need the actual map. And she's like, oh, it's over there on the wall.
Let's go grab it. It seems weird. She didn't give it to y'all. She just pointed out where it was. Use your phone. Take a picture. Don't try to steal her map.
He clearly broke his phone in the beginning. They showed that like two times.
I guess that's true. I guess the older brother just doesn't have a phone then, huh?
I guess not, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, right. He did break. He broke the phone. So yeah, the older brother probably should have had one.
Yeah, I guess he. Yeah, I assumed he did, but that's on me for making assumptions.
Yeah, so they reach right over the velvet ropes and try to take the thing, and she's like, no, you can't do that. And she's all like, wait, you guys are also serious about doing this? No way, Jose. I sent too many adventurers to their death, and I'm not going to be responsible for you too.
Because who needs the lawsuit?
Exactly. Not her. She has investors to worry about.
But yeah, this is a real stressful situation for her. Mozzarella sticks are coming out cold. Karaoke machine's broken. These kids are pestering her about a quest. They want to go on to sue her. Poor Manticore. She's about to snap.
She is. And she's saying, you can't go on this quest. And then Ian, he's like, hey, what happened to the lady who was all about adventure and taking risks? And she's like, you know what? I've been living a lie. And she burns down a restaurant.
With full of children, families.
Yeah, everyone's inside, but she just goes haywire, starts burning things down for some reason, and including the map. The map's gone.
This movie had some, this movie was fun as heck. It also had some, really real-life kind of scary moments. At least I have to imagine it's for the people involved. Because that's super messed up. It's a kid's party. They're having a kid's party. And she goes crazy, decapitates the fun Manticore costumed man, and sets the place on fire. It's awful.
Yeah, but one thing that's important, during this is, Ian and his family are just trying to get out of the place. He ends up using some magic with his wizard staff because I guess something's about to kill his dad, and he's all like, oh shit, I gotta do something, and he uses some levitation spell, which shows that he has the gift, and something. I don't know.
Well, it was specifically the levitation spell he couldn't get going before, because you have to use your heart's fire in order to use it. But he never really meant it until this moment.
Gotcha.
Where he wanted to save his dad from the falling pillars, because, it's a building on fire. Pillars are gonna fall on top of people. It's just what happens.
Yeah. So turns out he's a magic boy, and that's important. But they leave. They end up going home. Well, not home.
Well, nice try. I guess we won't see her dad anymore.
No. They don't have the map anymore, but they have a placemat. And the placemat tells them...
placemat that was already done. Thanks a lot, Kayla.
Was that her name? Kayla?
Yeah, it's something like that. Who cares? All that matters is he stole a mat from a child, and it's wonderful.
Well, the place was burning down. So.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Fair game.
Yeah, once things are light, you're good to fight. Whatever, let's keep going.
Yeah, so they got to go to the Raven Crest, Raven Heart, I don't know, something like that. Raven something.
Raven's Point.
Raven's Point. Thank you.
No problem.
So they're going to head to Raven's Point, and they're all like, okay, let's go. Let's take the expressway. And they're all like, I don't know about that.
I think specifically you got to say Tommy Holland is like, hey, let's take the expressway. But then the older brother, the Chris Pratt type, goes, it's these quests, little bro. It's never the easiest, simplest path. That's always
I've been on a quest.
Avoid.
You have to go the way you wouldn't think to go. Or something like that.
That's Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I guess Chris Pratt.
At first, I thought I heard some Rodney Dangerfield in there at a point.
Hey, everybody, we're all getting quests.
But yeah, so once they go, once they choose a way, do they go to the easy way or the hard way? I forget.
They start on the easy way. Yeah.
By the way, they hop back into Guinevere. Do we mention?
Yeah, Guinevere. You have to mention Guinevere. Guinevere is super important.
Is this the name of
their trusted steed?
Yes, it's the van that has a beautiful painting of Guinevere on the side.
No.
Guinevere is the van.
The Guinevere is the van. The painting is just of a horse.
A unicorn.
Wait, so Guinevere isn't
not a unicorn.
Pegasus?
Pegasus. Yeah, unicorns are dirty, filthy creatures in this universe.
Oh yeah, they're like the raccoons of the universe.
Yeah.
But
they sound like donkeys.
Okay. So they get on the expressway, and then they run out of gas? Or...
Yeah, they get on the expressway, and then they have to leave the expressway because they're running out of gas.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So they run out of gas, and they're like, well, shit. Good thing we have this gas tank thingy, mabobber. What do you call them, the red things?
Gas canister?
Yeah.
Canister.
Yeah. But there's not much left in there.
Yeah.
If only there was a way to magic us some more gas.
Yeah, so they're going to use a humongo spell. And Tommy Holland, he tries to do the humongo spell. It starts working. But the thing is, with the humongo spell, you really got to focus. And that boy is not focused on the gas canister. He's focused on his brother. So instead of making the gas canister big, he just shrinks old brother to a tiny.
You know, you're doing a spell, you fail it, you do a critical failure, you have to have a bad result. And I thought that was cute.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They handled that well. This is a good movie.
Yeah. So then they're all like, well, shit, that didn't work on our gas canister. Instead of trying again, let's just, let's go to the gas station.
It's right down the road.
Yeah, so they go to the gas station, they fill it up, and then they go back to their van.
Nothing happens in between. It's all smooth. No one gets offended. There's no fight. And it doesn't have the most anxiety-inducing part of the film.
The most anxiety? What?
Yeah, man.
Wait, is this where they meet the little birdmen?
This is where they meet the pixies.
And they're
otherwise known as bird people.
Bird people?
No! Well, they have wings.
Great. Yes, on their arms. Very expansive feathered wings.
Well... Wait, is it on their arms?
No, they're on their backs. They're like butterflies. They're pixies.
Fairies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there are some fairies in there
Pixies.
In the gas station. Pixies. And they're tough. They're like super mean, but...
Bikers. They're big, tough bikers.
Heck yeah. Well, not big, but they're certainly tough.
They have big personalities.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so they have a little altercation in there with the birds. They go back to their car. They have
there's
a
birds in there
more
too?
altercation. Or the pixies, sorry.
Okay.
I get confused.
Did you write birds down?
No.
In your notes?
I wrote down these notes, but I'm not even looking at them. I'm just doing my best. Sorry. I might get a few things wrong here and there.
Yeah, but that's with the notes, so...
Yeah. But, yeah. Birds weren't taken too kind to the boys.
Can't call them birds. They're not birds. People are going to be confused. They have bird people in this fantasy setting, which is possible. Just, we don't see them here.
Is there a difference between fairies and birds or pixies?
I guess so. It seems like fairies are more humanoids, while pixies are more like winged creatures.
I'll try to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens with the altercation? Because this one didn't, stand out
okay,
to
so Chris Pratt goes to the bathroom. Oh, wait, I guess the first thing that happened was the father gave the pixie the stink eye accidentally and bumped into them, which they didn't care for. And then Chris Pratt goes to the bathroom. Tommy Boy's wondering what's taking him so long. I know he's tiny, but, a small bladder. He should be done by now. So he goes to check up on him, and he finds his older brother, lecturing the pixies that they used to have the ability to fly. And they take offense to that. So what are you saying? We're lazy? And he goes, no, you're not lazy. I'm just saying, your ancestors didn't necessarily want to use their wings anymore. And they go, what? You think our ancestors are lazy now, punk? So they're really upset with them. Tommy Boy's trying to bring his brother back. We got to get to the Guinevere. Let's get going again. He's dragging the dag on the leash. Dad doesn't know what's going on because, again, just a pair of legs. Ends up bumping into their bikes and knocking them over. And it's like, well, you know what's going to happen next. They get chased in Guinevere on the expressway with chains. And it's the best. Also very frightening because this is a real danger again. These people should be dead. It's weird.
Are you
crazy.
actually sitting in the movie theater with anxiety?
Yes. Are you kidding me? This is horrifying.
Oh, okay.
My God, they're going in the car and the kid doesn't have a license, but he has to drive because his brother's too small. And he's trying to signal with his arms because their blinkers don't work. This is real life problems for people, man. I've been here. And then he sticks his arm out the window and then a chain gets wrapped around it. He's being chased by bikers and they're trying to yank him out of the car. Oh my God. And it's a very busy expressway. Holy crap. I'm sweating bullets at this point.
I can see how it could make you feel like that. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
But yeah.
It's rough. I've been in like 6 car accidents. I don't do good in car situations.
Okay. Well, sorry about those.
A lot of car accidents.
I know! You were in part of some of them.
Well, you're counting my car accident?
I mean, I was in there, so yeah, I would have counted.
Yeah, okay. No. When you said I figured you personally had.
What, me driving? No, that only happened twice. But the rest of them were other people driving and me in the car and me going, oh my God.
What else?
I like the part where I said, watch out. And then 5 seconds later, boom.
That was awful.
Wait, what?
And you knew it was coming too, Costco.
When we were in your... Yeah, I saw it happening too. When we were in your car accident with you.
He said, watch out?
He said, watch out. Yes, and I'm bracing on the seat ahead of me because I know this is it. We're done. We're crashing. It's been decided.
Everyone saw it but the driver.
Yeah, it stinks. Again, not your fault.
Well, I mean, no.
I mean...
I rear-ended somebody, so generally it is my fault. But the guy did stop. The guy in front of the guy.
Well, the guy rear-ended someone else.
Yeah. I flattened, I didn't flatten, but I smushed. There was a car between me and another guy.
Hey, that guy was having a bad day.
Yeah.
It was a nice sandwich.
Sandwich, that was the word I was thinking of.
Okay. But luckily Ian and Barley, like, they're fine. Like, they get out of that situation with the pixies. All is well in the world. But let's flash back to the Manticore.
All is well in the world.
Yeah, all is well in the world.
Oh man, you don't just go out of that situation. You're not shook.
I was shook for a little while after my accident, and I didn't have chains.
Yeah.
Wrapping around my arm.
Okay. So fine, they're a little shook, but can we talk about the Manticore? Because I forgot a key detail.
Yeah, sure.
Because the Manticore forgot a key detail.
Yeah, it was fun.
So the Littlefoot mother, she ends up going to the Manticores because she actually knows about this stuff. She knew, like, oh no, those boys, they're on a quest. They're going to get the crystal. I have to figure things out. So she heads up to the Manticores and she talks to the Manticore and she's all like, yo, those boys, like, yeah, I kind of told them where to go, and I told them everything. I even told them about the curse. And she was like, wait, shit, I didn't tell them about the curse. Oh, no. So those boys are walking into a trap. But luckily, there's one thing that can break the curse. Some sword named Curse Breaker or something.
I think it was Curse Crusher.
Curse Crusher. That sounds a lot better than Curse Breaker.
Yeah, it's got that alliteration.
Curse Crusher!
Yeah, so Manticore's like, okay, let's go get that Curse Crusher. But oh no, she doesn't have Curse Crusher anymore. She pawned it off to some sleazebag. Because she had some run-in with the tax boys.
Well, happens.
Yep, modern society.
So Manticore and the mom, they end up going to the pawn shop. They end up getting Curse Crusher, unless you really want to talk about the scene there.
I mean, they kill a lady. They kill Tracy Ullman specifically.
Who's Tracy Ullman?
Tracy Ullman of the Tracy Ullman Show. She played the pawn shop lady.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I guess.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
They didn't kill her. They just
yeah, they paralyzed
her.
Oh yeah, that was actually really cute.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, the mom wanted to buy the sword, and she said, that'll be 10. And then the Manticore was just like going on and on about how this is like a one-of-a-kind.
Such a badass sword, guys.
Yeah.
Real enthusiastically. 10, I meant 10,000. It's a one-of-a-kind relic, don't you know?
And that's exactly the words that What's-Her-Face used.
Yeah, it was really fun. Ah, what a good movie.
Yeah, and so basically they just like paralyze the shopkeeper, take the sword. I guess they drop some money, maybe the 10.
Yeah, the $10 and then a little bit more for her trouble. And then they turn the shopkeeper sign to open to closed, so no one has the opportunity to help this poor woman.
Well, I think more so no one has the opportunity to take advantage of the poor woman.
Yo, people are going to do it anyway.
Yeah, we know some of them in this podcast.
He's referring to himself!
No! No! I'm talking about Craig with his sick wife.
What? What's sick wife?
What? He was married to her. That was his excuse. It doesn't make it any better, but I don't think he married her. Wait, are you married to Tracy Ullman? Is that your sick wife?
Me or Craig?
Craig, not you. You just like to be a...
Sorry, you started throwing me under the bus, so I started...
You threw yourself under the bus.
I didn't do anything. Man, fuck you guys. I'm going onward.
I said it.
What do you say?
Title of the movie.
Well, yeah, it'd be weird if we didn't mention what movie we're watching. It's a podcast about the movie we saw. What are you supposed to guess? Hey guys, guess what the hell we're watching?
Yeah.
It'd be weird. I mean, we could do that, I guess. All right, next episode.
Next episode. Because, well, we got to finish this one.
Oh, it would be nice, too, because we won't correct Richard at all. So it'll be, like, really difficult for people to figure out what the hell we did watch.
Dude, people will be able to figure it out. I know. I think I even know what we're covering next week. But not now. Not now.
Wow, I can't wait.
Yeah. Because the thing is, once I say the name of the movie, that's when we have the music. And I can't have the music playing for 30 minutes.
You're also not supposed to say the name of the movie. You're supposed to make them guess.
I guess.
That was the whole point of the conversation.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. Okay. So, anyway, let's go back to Ian and Barley. So, they get out of their highway accidents and stuff, but then the coppers are on their tail, and they got to pull over. They got to do some nonsense, I guess. I don't know.
This part is really sweet. I love this scene. Where they have to get out of the car and pretend to be their girlfriend, their mother's boyfriend. It's great. Using magic.
Because the mother's boyfriend is Law, so they were all like, oh shit, let's pretend to be him and try to talk our way out of the situation. So Ian uses a disguiso spell. And the one thing is, like, you have to tell the truth when you're under the disguise spell, or else the disguise spell is going to break. So... pretty much, they have to talk to the officers and be like, hey, what have you been doing here? And they have a nice conversation.
Yeah, they have a little heart-to-heart.
Yeah, it kind of goes well.
He has a family now. He went from nothing to everything.
Yeah. Like, I think he slips up like a little bit, and then his ear just kind of changes to an elf ear.
But he plays it off well.
Yeah, like, he caught on quick. Like, oh shit, I really got to tell the truth here. And
I wouldn't say he got on quick. He had his brother behind him, constantly reminding him.
Well, yeah, that too. So, yeah, answering questions with questions, stuff like that. But towards the end, they're about to finish the conversation, and they're like, yo, I don't envy you having to be the father of those kids. Boy, oh boy.
Well, no, specifically that screw up.
And then they're all like, Ian's not a screw up. And they're all like, no, we're talking about Blarney, the other one. And it's all like, shit.
Driving around that junk and causing all the trouble.
Trying to keep historical landmarks up. what a rascal. Oh, by the way, guys, he was kind of protesting the destruction of this ancient fountain in the beginning of the movie. Forgot to mention that. Not like it's integral to anything or anything.
I mean, not really.
Never see it again.
Well, you do, but...
Doesn't matter. All that matters here is that Tommy Holland tries to argue that his brother's not a screw-up, but the spell starts to fail.
No. He tries to argue that he doesn't think that he's a screw-up.
Yeah, whatever. Same diff. Actually, no. Completely different. But yeah. But it starts to fail because boy thinks he's a screw-up.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yes, because his nose starts to grow. but it's not his nose. It's his
Foot becomes a
yeah.
foot.
Becomes an elf foot.
He's no longer all centaur. He's elf foot, elf ear, elf arm.
Yeah, but luckily the police officers don't really catch on to that until they're already gone. And then they see the footprint in the sand, and turns out they're like, shit, we knew that he was acting a little crazy after we started questioning about Blarney, and they found out why. So they give What's-His-Face a call, and they're like, shit, those boys, they're off causing trouble. Let's send the whole police force after them. But they have a little lead time, which is fine, I guess. And eventually, it's next morning, blah, blah, blah. They're driving around, and they're at the Raven's Point.
No, you missed the whole scene.
What'd I miss?
An entire scene where his brother's upset with him. This part's super important. It's sad. Upsetting.
I mean, it's not that important. They
It's
make up
pretty
in the
important.
end.
Yeah, they make up in the end, but it's all part of this whole realization, the whole point of the movie.
It brings you on that. This is the emotional journey that
this
you
is
brought on.
Oh, I was just paying attention to the action.
That's your problem. This movie does both. That's what makes it good.
Because it's, I guess Rich, never had, Dan wasn't like that to him.
I don't know.
Dan wasn't your younger brother?
Well, Rich was Ian in this situation.
Uh-huh.
And your brother never took you on a road trip where he was
No.
he was the screw up.
Did you take your brother on a road trip?
No, but we would probably be in more of the situation.
Yeah, I was going to say, that probably seems like a more fitting, whatever the hell you were trying to
that's
say.
what I'm saying, but I cried.
That's dude.
I mean,
We gotta bring your brother on the podcast. We gotta ask him questions about you.
Why? If the time to do that would be this episode, which we're currently recording.
He'll just be like, "Oh, Craig's not a screw up," and he just, he starts changing,
and he gets an erection because I don't know what else part of him's gonna grow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See if your brother's okay being questioned with his pants off.
Okay. Was there anything important about the discussion between Ian and Barney?
I think it's the whole, you think I'm a screw up, this is terrible, I'm upset with you, dancing with the father, and then going, okay, well, if you think I'm a screw up, let me prove I'm not a screw up. Let's take the alternate path.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Yes,
Shit.
that's the whole thing.
Because he was never given a chance to prove that he wasn't a screw up. Everyone just assumed that he was.
Yeah, it's sad.
Damn.
And
Craig,
this
is that
helps.
how you feel?
This helps towards the realization.
Craig, is that how you feel?
I'm kind of aware that I am.
Do you want the?
I don't really need the opportunity to prove it.
Okay.
No, the proof
As
you're
long
not
as
a screw
Prove
up.
I'm not, because I don't know. I'm good.
Craig, now's your big chance.
Craig, I'm going to give you the opportunity right now. Craig, you can take the reins of the trolley for the rest of the episode.
Oh no.
Come on, Craig. Come on, bud.
No, I don't even know what happened
Craig,
next.
prove you're not a screw up. Take us to Raven's Point.
All right. Well, they drive to Raven's Point. Oh wait, it's not a. Oh wait.
No,
What's
okay, you guys
next? The bridge?
you guys are skipping. Yeah, you're skipping
the
the bridge
bridge-
scene.
the
They
bridge
get to
is
the
next?
bridge. They get to the chasm.
All right, so they start going this way to the mountain, and up there's a big old chasm, and there's a drawbridge. But oh no, the lever's on the other side. How are they gonna get across? How about magic? So
that's
they
a good
use
one. That's a good plan.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No, they didn't use Wingardium Leviosa. He's been using Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Yeah, because they tried to use that, but it would not make its way across at all.
Yeah, it's only
Ooh,
got
more
like
powerful spell.
So they
10-foot
use
range.
Invisibridge.
a Visibridge, baby.
I had Bridgo and Vizio in my notes.
Yeah, it's probably that. Who cares?
So they use Bridgo and Vizio, and he walks across.
And
Oh,
scene.
and he has a rope tied to him, but the rope doesn't make it all the way.
Okay, a big part of this is what you have to realize is the only way this spell works is if you believe that this spell works. That's what makes this scene pretty freaking tense. But not only that, kind of builds this whole thing that they're doing here with Tom Holland. But doesn't matter. He gets across.
Kelsey, this was supposed to be Craig's big opportunity.
And much like Craig and you, I have to jump in here to fill in the little details that kind of add to the narrative as a whole. This is no different than what I do with you.
I would have been able to do it, but I wanted Craig to shine.
You wanted to jump. You wanted to skip the last scene and this scene and go right to Raven's Point. So don't even tell me.
This is Raven's Point.
This is not Raven's Point, man.
They had ravens!
Oh my god, the ravens are until after they cross the chasm, and even then, they're just not there yet. Technically, they have to get to where the ravens are pointing. But
no, they don't. The ravens are on this side of the chasm.
Oh my god.
They
aren't. They're not till they cross the bridge.
He doesn't see the ravens.
It's not till they cross the bridge. I can't, Richard. Stop arguing with me with something you don't understand. Every episode.
I swear to God, I will pay for another ticket to this movie.
But no, pay for 5. You have to pay me fucking 30 tickets to this movie.
No, I will give you the money for 5 tickets for this movie, but you have to use one of those tickets to go see this again.
Okay.
And
then what? Tell you you're wrong? You have to see it, dipshit.
Okay, we both have to see it, okay?
Okay. I don't know what good that's going to do. I know because the fucking Raven's Point thing, the first one, is at the top of the gate for the bridge.
I need to think about that.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
It kind of makes sense what you're saying.
It obviously makes sense what I'm saying because that's what happened.
So they get across the bridge, and there's a raven.
Well, they may or may not get across the bridge.
No, they definitely get across the bridge.
They get across the bridge.
Here.
And then there's a stone raven. They say, "Oh, wait, it's not Raven's Point, the mountain that we got to go to. It's where the raven's pointing to." So they follow the raven statues.
Well, at least they try to, but the Popo's here.
They try to, yeah. Now the Popo with the centaur is on his way, and they're all.
He's on his way. He's already there.
He's already there, and then they chase after them and corner them in like I don't know, a 1-lane road,
a mountain pass.
A mountain pass. There you go, mountain pass. And they say, "Oh, how are we gonna get out of this?"
And it's time to unleash the strongest spell in the game.
And he gives Guinevere a good old smack.
What?
No. Okay. What's important is that there's a large boulder, and they're all like, shit, if we hit the large boulder with, like, magic missile or whatever, then that boulder is going to come crashing down, and the police won't be able to chase us. And Ian tries to use his magic missile.
It was arcane
thunder.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, arcane thunder. He's trying to call down the arcane thunder on that boulder so that it'll block the path, but it doesn't work. So
oh wait, hold on. For those playing at home, I understand thunder's the sound that is made rather than lightning, but a lot of times they just use the wrong word in games and things. I don't know why they do, but that's why I think it might have been arcane thunder.
Because they're synonyms.
They're not. Thunder's the
sound. Lightning is the actual electricity. Yeah. But for whatever reason, people treat them like they're interchangeable. I don't know. I never understood that. But that just happens.
Synonyms.
They're not synonyms, mother lover. I just told you they're two different things.
Oh
my god! I just told you though they're two different things.
They are two different things.
Yeah, but they're used for the same thing.
No, they're.
You just said they're two different things that people confuse and use for the same thing. That's
like there and there.
No, well, I guess.
And those are homonyms. But yeah, sure.
I'm glad we're on the same page now. Okay. So he tries to call down his arcane thunder. Doesn't work. So they're all like, shit. And the brother says, I know what to do.
Cry alert.
So he takes his Guinevere and he just puts like a large boulder on the gas and he just sends Guinevere off to hit that boulder.
No, he does so much more than that, man. He puts in his heroic mixtape.
That's true.
He lines it up. He puts the boulder down. He gives her a slap.
Slap on the ass.
Just go, you crazy bastard.
And off she goes.
Guinevere goes, man.
Hell of a jump.
Oh my god. Right into the mass, and down she comes, and then crushed by the boulder itself. And I just lose it.
But all worked out well, because now the cops can't get
to... Yeah. Her sacrifice was not in vain.
Yeah.
And the rest of this film is just me praying, Guinevere's gonna return. Guinevere's gonna return. It's not where her journey ends.
Let's hope so.
Ugh.
But for now, Ian and Littlefoot, they're going to go off. They're going to try to find where those ravens are pointing to. And they end up at the spot. I don't know what spot they end up at.
Like a
big
cave.
old raven statue pointing down at a mirror.
Oh, yeah, that first.
Yeah. So, what was the deal with this? So, it's pointing down to some dusty thing.
Yeah.
It's like a key.
And-
Well, actually...
No, it's pointing down to the dusty thing. The brother's trying to lift it, the big brother that is, and then Tommy Holland he's like, hold on a minute. He wipes it to realize it's a mirror. It's not pointing at the floor, it's pointing at its chest. You gotta look at the reflection.
Oh, and then they get like a little cross.
Yeah, a little plug-in stone, little keystone or whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't know. And it has a picture of waves on it and an X. And well, this is an adventure, damn it. So an X means this is where the treasure is, and waves mean water. Let's follow the stream to the treasure.
Yes. So they go in their cave tunnel, whatever, on a cheese doodle. And then eventually, I don't know what happens. Like, they get to the end of the tunnel, right? That's it?
Yeah, I mean, they have a little heart-to-heart for them.
Oh, yeah. And they have,
Practice
and they
some
also
magics.
practice magics. There are some, like, booby traps as well, like, later on.
Well, yeah, but you also get the brother's fourth memory of the father that he's been keeping to himself this whole time, which, fucking, God, punch you right in the stomach.
Oh, yeah, because we find out that, like, Dad, he wasn't doing so well in his last days, and he had a bunch of tubes coming out of him, and he was just a scary sight. He didn't look like himself. And it was Blarney's last chance to talk to his dad,
say goodbye.
And he was too scared.
I was done there. It was a mess.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, first I lost Guinevere, now this shit's happening to me. This movie doesn't hold its punches, man.
Pretty much the rest of the movie, I was crying.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so he was happy. He was going to have one last chance to see his dad.
He was
finally
happy
say
Dad's
goodbye.
leaving.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Thanks, Richie. You made that seem better for me.
You're welcome. Okay, so they end up getting down to the end of the river. They have to go through some booby traps in order to find what they need to. None of this stood out to me. It's just classic booby trap stuff.
Oh, yeah, it was all what you would expect. I love that
Except when they sunk the feet.
Oh, that was good. But I love they brought in the gelatinous cube, which was gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. They kept talking about gelatinous cubes. I was just happy to see them. Always fun to have a gelatinous cube.
Gelatinous cube, arrows coming out from both sides of things, spike pits, enclosed area that fills with water. You know, classic stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Good use of legs, though.
But at the end of these booby traps, they end up getting basically where our story began, at Ian's high school. And in front of the fountain that we mentioned earlier.
But at this point, they didn't know. And Ian's had given up.
Yeah, Ian's done. He's
they're-
like, we have 2 hours left for Dad. You screwed up. You always screw up. It's what you do. This was all nothing. Goodbye.
Yeah, couldn't do it. But Ian's just looking out. Is he like looking out at the seaside with Dad? His legs?
Basically, they're off like a little cliff. Just kind of
Looking at the
lamenting their
sunset.
loss. Yeah.
Yeah, but Blarney, he realizes, like, shit, I still have this keystone thing, this, like, stone cross, and shit, water, X. So he goes up onto the fountain. He realizes, like, there's a connection here. All hope is not lost yet. And he puts the thing into a thing, and he ends up getting the stone,
Yay.
the Phoenix gem.
And also, you have this nice moment with Tommy Holland where he's kind of going through his checklists, his notes of what he wants to do with his dad.
Oh,
And while he's crossing them all off, he's going,
this
well, I
was-
can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then he kind of goes, wait a minute, learn to drive? I did that. Share a laugh? I did that. And he realized he didn't need a father because his brother was there the whole time. He made him the man he is today. And there goes the fucking waterworks again, guys. Fuck this movie.
Yeah, it's like Tom Holland realizes, yeah, like that pair of legs, like he can just throw it into the water right there because he has his brother and he treated his brother like shit the whole journey.
Yeah, it was, fuck me, man. Whew.
But it didn't change how his brother felt about him. His brother loved him anyway.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because he was such a good dude.
He was
God,
such a great person.
just the flashbacks here with like both of them like super little, like, you know, they're like 5 and 8 or something, like super young, and just seeing that little 8-year-old Blarney just helping him along, that was something.
No, it was touching. What a fucking touching, stupid movie. Punch your face movie.
But back in the real world, Blarney, he gets that stone and he unleashes the curse because the Manticore and Mom with Curse Crusher, they didn't know what they were doing. They were too late. So they end up unleashing some like red mist into the world, and it's like some evil dragon spirit thing. And it just takes all of the materials from around and turns into a giant dragon.
Mantles the school whose mascot is a dragon. So it has this magnificent drawn cartoon dragon face on its head.
Yes.
Which, by the way, looks a lot like Figment, the dragon from Disney World.
Oh,
he wasn't
you know
purple,
what?
but the design looked very similar, like the way he was.
I'd have to see pictures.
Figment? Yeah, sure.
You just show him the picture from the movie. Just show him the stone dragon, Craig. Just show him the stone dragon. It'll be funny.
Well, I don't think pictures are coming. So anyway, there's a dragon just causing chaos around the city, and that's when the Manticore and Mom come in. And they got Curse Crusher. They try to do some shit. I guess they like are successful in hurting the dragon a little bit with
they're able to slow it down. Let the boys meet their father.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what their plan was. Manticore and Mom, we're going to take care of this dragon. You boys, meet your father. You don't have much time left. Do what you can.
Yeah, so they end up doing shit. They fight the dragon. What happens after that?
The mom's gets kind of knocked out a bit, loses the sword. Tommy Boy's seeing this. He goes, you know what? You have your moment with Dad. You say goodbye to him. I didn't need him. I had you, brother. And then he goes to do his magic and fight the dragon himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he fights the dragon. He's using basically all of the spells that he learned throughout the movie. Like he like lifts the sword up, ends up also using some lightning powers, and yeah, he kills the dragon.
The sword part, he doesn't lift it. He does a really cool thing. The mother freaking chucks the sword at him, and then he uses the acceleration spell he learned, and then it just flies right into the freaking dragon and blows it the hell up.
I thought he like lifted it from the ground using his like Wingardium Leviosa.
No, his mother was going through the rubble to get the sword herself, and then she just chucks it at him.
She threw it, but I feel like he used the levitation spell to grab it and then
he could have used the level. Did he have to use the
like Magneto style? You know.
Don't worry, Casca, because you're going to be able to find out what he did exactly when you see this movie again.
That's true. Even though I don't have to, because I know you're wrong as you tend to be, because you know.
No, you have to watch it.
No, also the fact that you then what yourself said. You know what you're saying makes all the sense, but whatever.
No, I'm still iffy on it. Like I feel like it could go either way.
You really can't.
But okay, let's go back to the thing. So like Tom Holland, he kills the dragon, but he ends up getting trapped under some rubble. And like, Dad, he's safe, but yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, the dragon's dead. Ian's trapped under some rubble, and
he's not trapped under some rubble. There's some rubble between him and his brother and his dad. He's not dying. He's not being crushed to death.
Sorry, he's not crushed to death. He sees through like a little like peephole that his dad's there. Blarney, he's finally getting to say goodbye to Dad, and then Dad just disappears into thin air. Ian never gets to talk to Dad.
That's so rough.
Ian gets it dirty. Like, I understand he made the realization he didn't need his dad, but it still would have been nice if he got to meet him for a second.
Just for like a
Well,
second.
the thing is, he had a dad all along.
No,
so
I understand that. His brother helped raise them. No, cool. Yeah. Dude's still his dad. He still still did him dirty. It could have been nice. He could let Ian have a second to meet him, because I'm sure the dad would also love to meet his son.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Dad didn't ever do anything for Ian.
Oh
like,
my
sure,
God,
Dad said, "Hey, you have to go on this stupid."
You're
quest.
saying it wouldn't have been nice for him to meet his father, and vice versa. Is that what your argument is here? You have nothing to stand on. Go eat. Let's go suck on a sucker, bud. Come on.
I mean, we would have gotten an extra scene or two from the movie.
Yeah, would have been nice. All I'm saying.
They could have had a nice scene where he met his father, but then he, like, I don't know, thanks his brother for kind of always being there.
He's literally arguing nothing for nothing's sake.
It would have been a good scene.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I felt a little robbed.
How do you think Ian felt?
Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. Well, Dad goes away. Blarney, he gets to say goodbye, and I don't know, did anything else happen in this movie?
The boy gets his groove. Has a good old time at school. He's the magic man, baby. Has all the confidence in the world. He learned to be okay with who he is.
He's also fucking Gandalf now, so he's a beast.
Oh yeah, like also like everyone in the world now believes in magic again. Like the pixies are flying. Ian's teaching boys about magic.
Pixies was not magic that they could fly. They just didn't.
Well, they didn't. They thought the wings were more cosmetic. They made a whole big deal about that. But meeting these, because they were flying before this, it was just meeting these boys again, kind of rekindled that magic in them. You know, like, hey,
yeah,
I understand the world's more convenient now. We can drive. We have these motorcycles, but you know, why not just fly?
Yeah,
a little more effort, but hey. But yeah, it's beautiful. They brought magic back into the world, figuratively and literally. It's a sweet ending.
Yeah, and the Manticore, she got her groove back too.
Heck yeah. I mean, she's still doing what she's doing, but it's a little more grown up this time. Less of a Chuck E. Cheese, more of a medieval times.
I like that. Because kids still are in there for their birthdays.
Yeah, I know. No, it's just, again, it's still bad, but it's less, floofy ha. It's great. It's the whole restructuring.
I like that
it's wonderful.
Because medieval times you can get like alcohol and shit.
Yeah, the kids are still there.
Above. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they're selling grog at this tavern now. It's great. I think she did the right thing. Her investors are happy. She gets to be more of herself.
Yeah. The end.
Yeah.
What a movie.
Yeah. It's a shame because no one saw this, I'm sure, given our experiences at these theaters. But it's a good movie. And I look at it being, people talk about these Pixar movies all the time and how well they did, and this one's going to sit there being a disgrace.
I already saw that there were news stories saying how it underperformed.
That sucks.
Yeah, I had less than 10 people in my movie theater. But I'm also near Seattle, which the coronavirus thing is.
Yeah, I figured that was why, but us too, just whatever.
Yeah. So, oh well.
So much for Onward 2. Sorry, Gary.
I mean, we don't need an Onward 2.
Sure we do.
What? So I can see Ian do magic spells again?
Yeah.
I had enough of that.
Oh man, you see this guy, Craig?
What a butt.
Yeah, what a butt.
Sorry. Well, okay. Anything else you guys wanted to say, Craig?
Nah.
Okay. Casca?
I mean, it would be nice to let everyone know what movie we're watching next week, but I think we're not supposed to do that anymore.
Yeah, we can't. We're not allowed to.
What if you give them hints?
So, I
just so I know what we're supposed to watch.
Wait. What do you mean? We can't tell people what we're watching next week.
Did you not fucking hear the conversation that we had earlier?
It's okay. He'll re-listen to the show, unlike us.
Because the next episode, we are going to watch a Disney Channel original movie with some pretty well-known stars, I'd say. But
like Keanu?
No.
It's not Tom Holland again, is it? I love him, but come on.
I forget their names, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, that's not going to help us.
One's a blonde. She was in some other Disney Channel original series.
Okay.
The other girl,
kind of narrows it down. Ashley Tisdale. Probably.
No.
All right, Ashley Tisdale. Who else is in here?
There's another brown hair lady who was the brother to someone.
And she was a brother.
Yeah, she has a brother who is the main character.
Okay. This was a cartoon?
No, not a cartoon. It was a live action series.
Live action brunette. Was it Gordo from the Lizzie McGuire show? It's got to be, right? Or her
don't
friend?
Know enough about that.
It's okay. Whatever.
Okay.
We're definitely watching something next week. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. They have enough info to figure it out. I hope you guys do. But
no, you're definitely just going to have to tell me after this.
Remember, next week we are not saying the name of the movie. Okay, Craig? Okay. I'm signing off. So, suck it.
Wow. It's a harsh way to go out.
Sorry, Dunce number 1 signing off.
Well, I'm Dunce number 2. Craig Stew. I'm leaving too.
And I'm the third one. And don't tell the boys, but I was kind of hoping we'd watch Cadet Kelly next week, but after that description, it certainly can't be.
That was the first time I saw her. But before we talk about her, I have to tell you something about me. When I was 9, we moved to Micah, Arizona. As the new kid, I became the center of attention real fast. And not in a good way. It was then that I realized I was gonna need to disappear. No one would see me. No one would hear me. I was gonna have to be just like everybody else. And then, one day.
When some loud bragger tries to put me down.
What's her name anyway?
Stargirl. My name is Stargirl.
So be true to your school now.
You should talk to her. She likes you. She doesn't.
Be true to your school now.
You like Stargirl. I don't really know her.
But maybe if you did, you might.